This is the one big regret that I have, and I'm like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Francine, aka Miss Fancy. Welcome to all my new subscribers. You guys are the best. If you're new to this channel and you don't know, I lived in the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana to be exact, for 6 months. So from November to June, early June. I've seen so much can happen in the span of 6 months. And so much has happened, and I've learned so much. So if you are planning to move abroad, whether it's to the Dominican Republic or it's to Thailand or Belize or Jamaica, wherever you decide that you want to move to, learn from my mistake. Learn from my mistake. This is the one big regret that I have, and I'm like, so much money wasted. But anyways, and I know people are going to come in the comments saying, yeah, you know, you need to move out of Punta Cana. Punta Cana is expensive. I know. I personally only know Punta Cana. Punta Cana is the place that I frequently travel to, and I'm like, I like it. It got a touristy vibe. I feel safe. I feel it's familiar. So please take it all with a grain of salt and don't come for me in the comments. Some of y'all are a little bit too much in the comments section. Some of y'all just be doing too much and you guys don't know how to actually speak. And I'll block you real quick. Okay, so if you have something to say to me, let's just be respectful. Let's keep it cute, okay? Let's keep it cute, because I'm not trying to argue with grown adults in the comment section. I don't want to digress, but I'm gonna, because y'all need to be respectful. Be respectful. Stop being so overly sensitive and have such like thin skin. Calmate. Relax. When it comes to accommodations, because this is the one regret I have. Before I moved, I should have done more research on the areas where I want to live. In April of 2024, I lived there for a month by myself. I stayed in the Coral Village, and I loved that Airbnb, minus some issues that I have. I'm not going to say it on screen here. I loved the area. So Los Corrales, El Cortocito. Now, there are so many other areas that are safe, that are touristy, that could be a little bit cheaper. Here's one thing that I would suggest. Do your research, join Facebook groups when it comes to finding a place to live and choosing the right area. Whatever it is that your lifestyle is, whatever it is that you're looking for, make sure that that area can accommodate your lifestyle. Whether you got children, you're retired, you want to be able to walk to the beach, you want to have a playground close by, you want to have a swimming pool, you want to have a gym at the building, all those things you need to factor in. Also, what you need to do is get you a trusted realtor. Now, when it comes to realtors in DR, there's a plethora you can choose from. Do your research, do your due diligence. Make sure that the person that you're working with is working on your behalf. Like, they have your best interest at heart and they're not looking out for themselves at the end of the day. What's on your list? Are they listening to your needs and looking for a property that can provide that, and not just pushing you into any property just because they want to make whatever sale they make from it? Join Facebook groups. There's a lot of posts about rental properties, Airbnbs, so on and so forth. If you're going to stay for a certain duration of time, whether it's short to long term, like 6 months, I would say get yourself an apartment. I would not live in an Airbnb. Airbnbs tend to be more expensive, but look into different areas. Don't just accept the first or second property. Make sure you do your homework. Secondly, try not to move there when it's high season. So I moved in November, which is high season. Everybody's coming, you know, end of November going into December, the holidays. So when I moved, I feel like that price that I paid for my apartment is probably like a few $100s less if you were to move in that apartment now. So when people ask me about rent and make a video about price breakdown and such, I want to do that when I feel like I'm in a place where I'm paying a fair price. I don't feel like I was paying a fair price for my rent. I think I overpaid because, one, I didn't know better, and two, it was last minute. I feel like it was coming close to the time when I was supposed to move, and I was like, oh my God, there's nothing that I like. I've been looking for an apartment for months, but I couldn't find anything that I really liked because people book their stay, their accommodations, like months in, maybe a year. So what's available to me is not what I like. I live a certain way in Canada, and I'm not going to go to someone else's country to live below that. If you understand what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Where I used to live, a nice, beautiful condo. It was brand new. It just really was just decked out and really nice. So I'm not going to go somewhere else now and live less than that. I want what I want. I know what I want comes with a price. But people were sending me stuff that they were just sending me anything. And I was just like, nah, absolutely not. If you live a certain way and you want to maintain that lifestyle, you can do that. So my regret is moving during high season. If I knew better, I would have moved in lower season, because then there would be more availability of properties. Because, you know, when there is low demand, then there's low cost. When there's high demand and there's low availability, then the price goes up. So if I go in when their season is low and people want to like really book and make money, then that would have worked in my favor. But it worked in their favor because I was pressed for time. I was almost borderline desperate. I was desperate and I needed somewhere. But I like that the place that I got was newer. Now, with newer, it's not always good, because newer could also mean there are quality issues, which I had, but it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the end of the world. I felt like that sometimes, but that's something to consider. So if you're considering moving abroad, consider what is the high season. And if you're looking to rent somewhere or looking for accommodations, does the time of year affect the amount of rent that you're going to be paying when you sign that lease, whether it's for 6 months or a year? And get acquainted with other expats. If they've been there longer, they can probably give you an insight on what may be a good price for the area. What is a fair price for the area, as opposed to you going in blindly and just taking it from somebody who may just want to just close a sale or make money. Not to say that's everybody's intention. You got to factor that in. That's really my biggest regret, because I feel like I paid too much. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like it was worth that. Even though I was walking distance to the beach, I was literally 10 minutes walk to the beach. It wasn't that close. I wasn't like a beachfront property. And I know people who live closer to the beach that pay less. That's something that I really can't get my money back. You live and you learn. So now I'm sharing that with you guys. And those are the things that I wish I knew and did. So I'm here to tell you guys, so you don't make the same mistake that I did. And that's all I have for you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button. And as well, please give me a thumbs up. Let the algorithm know you like content like this. And let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. If you have constructive feedback, if you have any helpful tips, please put them in the comments, because they really do help. A lot of my viewers have really helped me, have really provided a lot of value added information, and I appreciate it very much. So please keep it friendly, keep it respectful, keep it kind, keep it mature. Until next time, please take care, stay safe, and God bless. Bye.